Don't let your business hit the wall in 2020. Ride on board with a top team that crosses the line in P1. As a business owner, the fine line between success and failure is making smart decisions. One of the smartest decisions is hiring the right financial partner to help you run and grow your business. That's where KSDT CPA has got you covered. Whether it's taxes, audit, or consulting, KSDT is a full-service CPA and advisory firm that can handle all of your accounting and business needs to help you achieve all of your goals. Follow KSDT CPA on all of the social channels today, or go to ksdtcpa.com to find out more information. KSDT CPA is recognized by Forbes as one of America's top tax firms for 2020 and is a frequent sponsor of the Truck, Xfinity, and NASCAR Cup Series. And good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This is Jason over here at Signature Esports. Proud to bring you the J.J. Watt Foundation, Texas qualifying. This is what they're doing, qualifying for the Texas 300. It's going to be tomorrow evening at right about 8:20 Eastern when we're going to go live right here on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and now we are broadcasting live on Steam. All you have to do is follow us on Steam, add us up there. Signature Esports is what you're going to be looking for. And, yeah, you'll be able to watch us over there as well. So proud to bring a fourth platform in. All of our races are now being scheduled kind of nicely out there. We've got quite a few cars are going to start qualifying right here in just about 3.5 minutes. You see everybody up there with the things that they've got going on. That's Dylan Hastings right there enjoying his lap times out there. Hope everybody's having a great day in all of the wonderful world. The J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300 brought to you by Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. Find them on Facebook or find them on eBay as well. You're going to be able to get some awesome things out of that. Make sure you give them a like and a follow out there, of course. And all of our broadcasts brought to you by a dog named Hank Pet Toys on Amazon.com, and of course 46branding.com. Classic swag for the classic person in mind. Appreciate everybody out there tuning in, of course, for all of our live broadcasts. A little bit before we get going about the J.J. Watt Foundation, we're going to talk a lot about them over the next few weeks. But, of course, mostly right here, if you go to pull up the webpage for you. If you go to jjwattfoundation.org or .org, you'll be able to find out all of the information that you can do as well. I put some links in the description to not only find Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles, but also the fundraiser that we have going on right now. We have a modest, small goal of $500. And our last worthy cause of the Stand Up to Cancer, we raised $150. So I challenge everybody out there to click that link, go out there and donate on Facebook. We are currently, I think we've got $30 donated at the current moment. So let's get everybody out there and donating to that cause. It goes directly to the J.J. Watt Foundation, so I will never see any of the money, and it will all go right there. But I will see that you donated and will appreciate every bit of that. Of course, and always, if you donate to the stream, if we have a cause, I take what I get from the stream and I donate it to that cause. So anything that you donate there on Twitch or on our website, signatureesports.com /donate, there's one there. And there's also on the main page a donate link that'll take you directly to our PayPal. It takes you to my business PayPal, which is the J Signature Photography, Signature Media PayPal. You can donate there and it will get you all squared away. These guys are warming up the tires, putting some laps down on the track to try to get things going for themselves. jjwattfoundation.org for more information. You can also donate directly over there as well. And, yeah, just a whole lot of fun. A lot of things to be shaken, a lot of things to be stirred. You know, that's what it is. The J.J. Watt Foundation, of course, donates funds and gear to schools and after-school programs across the nation. not just there in Texas. Of course, you being a part of the Houston Texans, you will see a lot of what he does. So thank you to J.J. Watt for allowing us the opportunity to do this. And, of course, Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles, those guys right there. You're going to see Austin Hardry out here. He's going to be qualifying today. That is the owner of that as well. Thank you, everybody out there, for tuning in and all the streams. Thank you out there on Twitch. Appreciate you. Start the chats up. Start a watch party on Facebook. And remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons on the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell to let you know when we go live each and every time. Thank you for all the new follows. I do appreciate that. All the subscriptions that we had this past month. Qualifying is about to get underway, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. A whole lot of interesting things. So Dylan Hastings chose, he's in the top 16 in points. He chose to go first in this round of qualifying. And you see the number 9 Mountain Dew paint scheme all over that. Dylan Hastings, of course, Race Pass Motorsports driver. Pull up the race information for you. There we are, qualifying for the J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300 Bulldog Cards and Collectibles. And then donate to the series by going to Facebook and looking for the J.J. Watt Foundation donate link. That's all in there as well. Appreciate everybody out there doing what you do and continuing to be who you are. And things are about to get interesting. Let's see how qualifying goes today. We've got 2 sessions, and we will be ready to go here in just a little bit. There is Dylan Hastings. He is going to start pulling off pit road. Race Pass Motorsports, number 9 Chevy Camaro, looking for a fast top time. As we are confirming with race control that things are about to get underway. Thank you for all the shares out there. Midwest Maniacs Signature Esports rocks on Twitch. You see it. There's Darlene J. Hill. Good luck, Aiden, number 59. Love the Monsters. Drinkin' Bros Racing, Big Shafe. They're going to be a sponsor here in the Truck Series this week. This Saturday evening, tune in live for the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series. Drinkin' Bros Talladega 150. Bradley Jacob Dunson out there on Facebook. Let's go. Appreciate you out there. Brian Warner. Good old Lebanon resident over there. We like to see you out there. Lebanon, Missouri, not far from where I am here at the Lake of the Ozarks. Lap 1 about to be underway. There goes Dylan Hastings all the way around. This is his first lap. Qualifying mode is on. And we're going to start seeing the backstretch. We're going to see what kind of times they're going to get. The track's going to get a little bit hotter before it starts to cool down. So we're going to see fast times early on. Then we're going to see maybe some mid times. We're going to, depending on the lines that drivers take, and then we're going to be probably seeing some faster times later in the series. But first lap for Dylan Hastings at 28.882 as he screams around the track. Thank you to all the broadcast sponsors out there. If you want to be a part of the Signature Esports team, make sure that you tune in each and every week. We try to continue your sponsorship even after the fact. 28.816 for Dylan Hastings. He completes his first lap. As now we're going to see him come around and cool down on the backstretch. Pit road is lining up for everybody. Looks like we're going to see our next car get underway in just a second as he comes around and cools down on the backstretch. Looks like the number 10 is coming out. Chris Bates. You see him right there, Lights Out Esport, or LOE. He is part of Shane Wyatt's Chevy team. There is the number 10 coming around to complete his outlap. Dylan Hastings pulls in a 28.816 as you see the number 10 exit pit lane. Monster Energy paint scheme all over that Chevy Camaro, and as he is going to use Texas to his advantage. Qualifying is always a feat of almost impossibility, but not necessarily a bad thing. Lap 1 about to be underway for him right here as he comes out of turn 2. Takes the backstretch right here at Texas. Fans are nowhere to be found. It's almost like it's real life. As Dylan Hastings pulls in the 28.816. The first lap for the number 10 of Chris Bates is going to turn into 29.050. Almost 2.5 tenths off of the current pole sitter as it sits right there. Remember, if you want to buy some merch, we've got merch now. Front stretch, lap 2, Chris Bates is going to complete. Right here, he pulls in a 28.922. So just off pace from Dylan Hastings. Dylan Hastings pulls in a good lap for you right there. Go to our shop on signatureesports.com. So that's signatureesports /shop. Or, /shop. And you'll be able to see all of our merchandise, including the new famous I Got Woolied. And there's that Tide Machine I Got Woolied t-shirt out there. It's like the 96 of Chris Roberg is out there, Protege Racing. Part of the Fast Lane Racing or Fast Lane Racing League, so the FRL. You're going to see those guys all over the place. He's driving a big old Tide Ford Mustang out there completing his hot lap. Going to get those tires screaming. Things are getting all fun and interesting as you see Chris Roberg throw down his lap. Relative up there, laps aren't really mattering at the moment. This is just qualifying, so you don't have to see all of that. First lap as he comes around, turn 3 into turn 4, the 96, of course, ready to shake things up. His first lap is going to be a 29.015, just right there at the edge of the pace. Not a bad strategy to use the high line. That's kind of what I would have done on my first lap to gain that speed, kind of like you would do at a super speedway. But Chris Roberg, as he comes around to complete his second lap, front stretch is working for him. We've got that nice D-shaped 28.857, good for a P2 currently in this session of the 96. Chris Roberg running himself around. Going to cool down on the backstretch as a whole lot of fun is going to be shaken for the Texas race tomorrow. Look at pit road for you right there. So now these guys are about to get out there and continue to complete their laps. It's like the number 59 is out there. Aiden Hill. Nice young man, learning a lot about driving as Aiden Hill continues to run his laps around. He's going to be ready to go here. Learning from some of the best and trying to keep himself in the mix. He's raced a few races with us so far. Michael Hill, looking forward to seeing Aiden, your son, qualify. He is out there. Wait. YouTube stream is freezing and buffering about every 3 seconds. I am not sure what's going on there. I tried to use the event scheduler, and that's what they were doing. So maybe, I don't know, maybe something's going on there. We will possibly just go ahead and continue to get things going. The 59 throws down his first lap. It's going to be a 28.914 as he's coming around turn 2. Let's see if this fixes a few things. We had some dropped frame rates out there. I do see all of that going on. We will continue to make sure that we make sure things are fixed, and I don't know what's going on. Second lap for Aiden Hill. It comes down, touches the grass. I'm not sure if that counts, but we're going to see right here. It does. 28.823. Very close to the grass right there as he almost gets into it. But 28.823 scored by iRacing, so no penalty for him there. Maybe that might help out just a little bit. We had steam going there for a little bit. Maybe steam was pulling a little bit buffer. Thank you everybody out there for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing out there, Dinka Flicka Motorsports. I appreciate you. Aiden Hill completes his lap. He's coming around to 56. Michael Newbrow out of Drinkin' Bros Racing. He's got his Chevrolet ready to rock and roll. Aiden Hill good for a P2 currently as you see that number 56 ready to exit pit lane and continue to move on. Michael Hill out there, nice. Wayne, keep communicating with me, buddy. If it gets any better, I would like to know. If it gets any worse, please let me know. There's the 56 running his time. Out lap complete, ready to begin lap 1. Drinkin' Bros Racing. They have a shirt out there too. Go and check out our merchandise shop. More to come. As 56 gets a little bit loose coming out of turn 2 right there, but didn't lose that much time off of it, so maybe his lap 1 time might be just a little bit slow, but he still has an opportunity to get his second lap. Very nice. High speeds coming through, and he is off like a prom dress into turn 1 and on to turn 2. Backstretch for the 56. Lap 3 about to be complete. Or I'm sorry, turn 3 about to be complete into turn 4. Onto the front stretch right here. Lap time for Michael Newbrow. 28.890. Good for P4. Tough times. Very nice for the Drinkin' Bros are racing for. Good for P4 currently in that Chevrolet. Look at pit road for you as they are staging up and ready to go. Midwest Maniac says, Big Shave going to eat my dust out there on Twitch. Thank you everybody out there for continuing to tune in. Douglas, you should have been in there, buddy. You should have been on the session. I tell you what, Douglas, if you're out there on Twitch, and hopefully Shane's listening to me out there. Douglas, go ahead and join this session, and we'll go ahead and get you in this one right here. But right now, the number 40 of Eddie Hawks, the man, the myth, the legend, Hawks Simworks. Chevy Camaro, he is out there running his laps. All right, Mr. Carlson, go ahead and do that. Hopefully Shane's listening out there. We'll make sure that you get in there. Douglas Carlson continuing to get that message. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. There goes Eddie Hawks. He is running his lap right now. First lap for him was a 29.236. Second lap coming around, Eddie Hawks ready to continue that backstretch run. I'm just going to try to bring up the speed for these guys, as that's what we were focusing on. Eddie Hawks' second lap. The number 40, Sim Hawks Racing Chevrolet. Good for pole, 28.770 for Eddie Hawks. So currently P1 in the session. We've got 2 sessions. We've got this one, and we're going to have one coming up after this, after they get the qualifying done. Roughly in about 45 minutes, their session is going to begin as we are still continuing to run around the track. It looks like Jack Webb's going to be up next. In that number 27 machine, the Mr. Jack Webb. Of course, he likes to run that for the Joe Exotic Ford Mustang and the number 27. Appreciate all of you out there having a whole lot of fun. Of course, enjoying yourselves. First lap about to be underway for Mr. Jack Webb. He's going to come around, and this is what he is doing. Completed his hot lap, and now here he goes. He's going to take that Joe Exotic number 27 Ford Mustang down the backstretch. First lap about to be complete. Down to touch the edge of the grass. First lap for Jack Webb, 28.874. Looking for a faster lap on a second one. A little bit sideways on the back end, but not bad. Trying to run it as loose as possible. Does get up there. Almost hits the wall. Man, his lap is almost as exciting as what the race would be. Comes around turn 3 into turn 4. Jack Webb comes up to the front stretch. Hits the try. Comes in. Crosses the finish line. What is he going to get? Jack Webb, 28.990, just a little bit too loose for that turn, but currently good for a P5. Dylan Hastings still in second. Eddie Hawk still holds the fastest time in the session. And that's Jack Webb, the number 27 for you. Pit lane looking for everybody. Looks like we've got another Drinking Bros racing guy coming up next. Daryl Paget out there on Facebook. Nice lap, Eddie Hawks. Looks like Dan Fowley, the number 63, he's coming out. Another car staging on the edge of pit road. There is Mr. Fowley. The number 63 Budweiser paint scheme all over that Chevrolet, coming out to complete his hot lap. Qualifying is underway. Session 1, the J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300 qualifying. A whole lot of fun to be had. Dan Fowley completing his hot lap, and now getting his first lap underway. Mr. Fowley, as Ozzy Osbourne might say, Mr. Crowley. Can't wait to see Metamucil pull down the fast lap of the night. He could beat us all backwards and blindfolded. Dan Fowley, number 63, runs a 29.071 on his first lap, down to touch the line, fast out of the exit of turn 2, comes up right there next to the wall, plants it up there without getting into it. The 63 of Fowley comes down into turn 3. Hard turn. Fast lap, about 2 feet off of the white line. Comes up to the front stretch. Hard angle down to the white line. Comes across. 28.838 for Mr. Fowley. Good for a P4. Still right there. 80 Hawks, Hastings, Hill, Fowley. That's going to be your top 4. Roberg in P5. Pit lane getting busy. As you see, these guys still loaded in, ready to go. Long look down the edge of pit road here in just a second. There it goes. Mr. Fowley is going to start shaking and baking. He's going to come in and collect himself. Looks like Joe Sanchez is going to be the next driver out. There goes Dan Fowley pulling down pit road. Joe Sanchez currently out there completing his hot lap. There he goes down the backstretch into turn 5. The 55 with that nice Chevrolet paint scheme going on right there. Rise up for the children all over it. Sean out there, we appreciate you. Burnt Rubber Podcast. Sorry we were a little late. Our driver is running in another league, just bouncing back and forth to keep up with both Hanrana and the progress of his qualifying session. Hanrana needs, I'm not sure if he's in this one or if he's going to be in the next session, but he is going to be there. Or at least we hope he's going to be there. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you out there on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. And I had to stop the stream on Steam because I think it was interfering. So we'll have to figure that out. Joe Sanchez, first lap, 28.833. He's coming around to complete lap 2. Out of the exit, turn 2, backstretch bound. That Chevy Camaro, rise up the children. Rise up for the children. Hashtag save the children. All over it. Turn 3, turn 4 exit coming up right here. He's going to hit the front stretch. Sanchez, good at qualifying, great on restarts. And he's going to pull down a 28.816, currently good for P2. Sanchez, number 55, P3. Sean, we appreciate you out there. There's some communication that we're still going to be having for you. So you'll have to be looking forward to that. Looks like we've got another Ford coming up. I believe it's an OCR Ford. Good old Matt Lovett, I believe. That is the man. Matt Lovett, number 41, has a win in the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. Looking to extend that along. Running the NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, Ford Mustang, suicide prevention all over it, and definitely great guy. Oh, he's in Anthony Alfredo's league for tonight at Richmond. Yeah, I forgot about that. 41 all the way around. He completed his hot lap, beginning his first lap right now to see what he is doing. Continuing to run. 180 miles an hour coming around the front stretch. First lap's going to be completed. First lap for Matt Lovett, 28.844. Second lap underway for him here in this qualifying session for the J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300. Remember, that begins tomorrow evening at 8:20 Eastern. That's when we're going to go live and make sure that we get everybody in check and have a lot of fun. 41 of Matt Lovett out there. Pulls down a P2 time of 28.775. So the second driver to hit the 28.7 zone. Matt Lovett. Good for outside pole. Currently, as the session sits, bigger things coming. Matt Lovett completes his lap. Up next, we're going to have another qualifying session going on here in just a moment. But here, Clint Leatherwood, the number 22. Purple Heart Homes, you see that, number 22 Chevrolet of Clint Leatherwood, exiting pit road. Comes across the blue line as all of these drivers are now on pit road. Midwest Maniac, in the immortal words of Cody Kinsey, I quote, yeah. Too funny. Too funny out there. Leatherwood completes his outlap, and he is ready to go. Everybody seems to be running a little bit higher line on 1 and 2 until their second lap. And then outside of that, you're going to see them pretty much scream across the top stretch of the lines. Maybe trying to gain that extra speed. Let's see what kind of lap the 22 of Leatherwood puts down on his first lap right here. He's at about 185 crossing the stripe, 186, 187, 191 into the turn. Very fast into the turn. Exits about 178, 177, maybe a little bit lower than that. The relative updating for me right there on the bottom right hand of your screen. You're going to see his speeds, 182 into the corner. Leatherwood was just a little bit off pace of the leader, but still running a good line. Lap time for Leatherwood. Good for a P10, 28.902. As now things are continuing to run, continuing to shake. As the old Ricky Bobby would say, shake and bake, and I helped. Looking down at pit road, you're going to see another good friend of mine. Looks like it is the 97. It is the 97. Mr. Ken MacArthur, Rowdy Motorsports 97. Great guy. If you ever get the chance to race with this guy and officials or out there on iRacing or part of our leagues, make sure that you look this guy up. Great guy to be around. Clint Leatherwood on pit road now, and looks like I was trying to check the list, but never mind. 97 of Ken MacArthur out there running his laps. Hot lap about to be complete. Now, first lap underway. Difference between first and second right now, 4/1000th of a second. We're on a 1.5 mile track, and last week we were at we had the KSDT CPA All-Star race. That was a whole lot of fun. We did a couple of heat races over there, and then had a big old finale and paid some guys some money. It was Lawson Peel who won that. Current points leader for Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. That's going to be Lawson Peel right now. He's currently with 2 wins and roughly about a 34-point advantage over P2, but that can all change in one race. MacArthur's first time, good for a P12, about 0.6 of a second off, but he is screaming around as he's going to come to the front stretch. His time's going to be somewhere in that mid-pack, I bet. There it is. Good for a P7, 28.839, looking at the exit right there. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun, a whole lot of interesting things to be happening as we're going to start seeing things shake up. There's the 97 of MacArthur out there. Coming to pit lane, and our next car is going to be underway here in just a second. 66th of Colin Zimmer, I believe. That is our guy. Long look at him coming out of turn 2 to complete his hot lap, hitting the backstretch. Where's the science mode? I believe that's what that is. I always forget what they have. Quasar science. The number 66 there to put a good lap down in that Chevy Camaro. Hot lap complete. First lap about to get underway. Next week's race. Sean out there on Twitch. Hats off to everybody out there. First lap for Colin Zimmer as he comes around. It's like a 29.372. Trying to catch up to the race leader out there. Take a look at schedule for next week. Wasn't looking that far in advance just yet, but we'll let you know. We've got Dover next week, 200 laps there, so 200 miles around that track. 66 of Colin Zimmer running around. Second lap for him, though. Looks a little bit faster crossing the stripe. Doesn't get into the 28 zone, but a 29.209 to say the least. Gets himself ready to go. Pit lane is busy. Another Rowdy Motorsports vehicle coming out. A Chevrolet, of course. And I do believe... Just trying to double check what was going on. Looks like Colin Zimmer's getting another pass at it right here. Second lap for Zimmer. Didn't count, so I'm not sure what was going on with that. Colin Zimmer about to hit pit road, and little update on the relative there. I'm not sure what happened. None to say the least. Brandon Banks, number 88. That was who I was trying to announce, but I saw him come. The other guy coming around, Colin Zimmer coming around at speed. So we'll be at Dover next week, and everything is going to be absolutely awesome. Cody Kenzie, thank you. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you out there on Facebook. Make sure that you guys, if you have an opportunity to do it, share it to Everything iRacing and share it to, I don't care, share it to the iRacing Dirt World. Share all this stuff around. Post it to the pages. Let's get everybody involved. 88, Rowdy Motorsports, Brandon Banks, hot lap complete. Target time for him, 28.770. Chevrolet driver coming around to complete his laps. We are about 15.5 minutes into qualifying right now. And I do believe the stream has fixed itself, so I thank you very much for that. I think broadcasting to Steam is what threw that one off. So we will work on getting that dedicated line out there. Brandon Bake's first time, it comes around 29.433. Let's see what he does here. As he exits turn 2. It's right next to the wall. Settles off, hugs the third yellow line, or third white line, comes down to the bottom. And you're going to see him exit turn 4. Up high, down low, right to the middle. Second time for him, though. Good time, 28.830. Good for a P6 in the session. Number 8 of Brandon Banks runs a nice line. You can see him dive off to the side. And the next one's going to come out. Looks like we've got another Chevrolet. Looks like Harley Davidson all over that beast. I think it's the man, the myth, the legend, Matt Roberts. It is Matt Roberts. Looking at my relative right there. Got it shared. Thank you very much. I appreciate you out there, Burnt Rubber Podcast. Make sure if you guys haven't done that, you're going to see a lot more Burnt Rubber Podcast involved with the Signature eSports platform. Burnt Rubber Podcast is, of course, and always a good supporter of us, but they are also our series sponsor for the Wheel and Modified. So Signature Esports has our eNASCAR Wheel and Modified series that is brought to you by, of course, Burnt Rubber Podcast. Look for them on YouTube and Facebook. Go give them a like and share for me, and share all your stuff out there for them. They talk about pretty much everything racing, not just with the esports platforms, but racing in real life. Awesome platform, awesome podcast. Make sure you go check them out. Dink and Flick esports fake news. What are you talking about? You're a weirdo. I don't know why you said fake news. Totally joking. Awesome out there, Mr. Dink and Flick Esports. If you're on Twitch, make sure you host the stream. It'll get you a bunch more followers. It gets me some more followers. It gets all the streams up there. We all become popular. It's awesome. I don't care about being popular. I just care about you guys being able to have all the information about what we do. The 11 of Matt Roberts out there to complete his second lap. And just like I thought, things were going to slow down just a little bit as the track temperature heats up. But they are going to get faster as they go along. Matt Roberts puts down a 28.916. I believe that was his first lap. Second lap coming up right here. Matt Roberts there to complete. That first lap didn't count because he started behind the pit lane. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was his second lap. I can be wrong sometimes. Edge of pit road is busy. So there they are. Matt Roberts good for P13 currently. Best lap of 28.916. The 28 of Brian Warner. I said Vincent. I don't know why I said Vincent. Brian Warner, not far from me, Lebanon native, Lebanon, Missouri, out there to run Texas. Haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. Kind of wonder what was going on with that man. But it's all right. It's good to see him out there now. The 28 of Brian Warner there to try to compete, using a big line for himself. Hot lap complete. And here he goes. He's going to make it work. Kind of digging his paint scheme. Get him some signature esports stuff all over it. Oh, gets a little bit loose right there. Has to slow up. There he goes. At least he's getting his tires warm. He'll gain that speed back right here on the backstretch. He's going to gain it right there into the corner. So this is his first lap. Hot lap is complete. He's going to use that midline. He's going to do it just right. That's all he needs to do. Continue to use that midline and run all the way around. Gain that speed back. There he is. Back up to speed. Into turn one, being safe with it. Nice job there. All he has to do is put down a good qualifying lap. Brian Warner up there near the wall, doing a great job. Turn 3 for him. A man just graduated to a D license from the rookies. So he is on his way trying to better and continue to better himself. And there he is, the number 28 of Brian Warner, throws down a 30.514. Got a little bit loose, just couldn't get that speed back. And now he's coming back around to plant himself down. And our current points leader, Lawson Peel, is at the edge of pit road waiting to qualify. The number 25, Barstool Motorsports paint scheme all over it, Chevy Camaro. Has 2 wins under his belt, but not including the win that he had last week at the KSD TCPA All-Star Race from North Wilkesboro. Barstool Motorsports, number 25, trying to solidify his way with a little bit of extra points advantage into the round of 16 that'll be coming up here after Talladega here in just a few short weeks. Hot lap completed for Lawson Peel, the number 25. Inside on turn 1, there he goes. Backstretch for him. Turn 3. Lawson Peel looks fast already, 182 entering the turn. First lap for Lawson Peel. He comes around, sticks it with a 28.829. Looking for the 28.7 zone. That's where he needs to be. Nice hug on the bottom. As he continues to be as smooth and steady as he can be. Lawson Peel currently with a 19.73 A-class driver. Touches the line, comes up. Peel's second lap for him. Good for a 28.717. And just 5/100ths better than Eddie Hawks. He stuck it to the bottom like he had glue all over his shoes. Lawson Peel currently your pole sitter. Colin, I don't know. We won't know until the second session. The first session, we've got roughly about 20, 25, something like that. So we are just trying to get all of that stuff situated. Brian Warner was out there. Hank Caston had loaded in. I do believe that is possibly who's here. There he goes. That is the man, Hank Caston, the number. We were talking about a dog named Hank. There he is, a dog named Hank. Of Hank Caston right there. That's the man that owns it. He's out here to run his car around. We have Tony Kivett left to qualify. Douglas Carlson's loaded in. He's left to qualify. And then we'll be taking a small break. Not trying to scare anybody, but last time somebody got the pole, got wrecked in 2 laps. Very true. Hank Caston out there, hot lap complete, first lap underway. Nice hug on the bottom for him right there. Comes up, gets right next to the wall. Hank Caston carrying a lot of speed on the front stretch. First lap for Hank, a 29.211. Chasing after a 28.717. That's what he is looking at. Exit turn 2, comes up, wall side. Nice and smooth. You see him barely bobble, stays high on the wall, dives hard down into the turn. Carrying that Chevrolet, the number 36 of Hank Caston right there on the white line. High, low, mid, boom. Hank Aston, nice line. 28.722, 4 1,000ths of a second by the relative. Off of Lawson Peel. Hank Aston good for a P2. Full Chase fan out there. The days I can race, I can't make Q, and then the opposite. Interesting stat, says Zemer. Oh. On Twitch. All right, well, cool. Appreciate you guys very much out there. Hank Aston's in. Tony Kivett. Number 4, Drinking Bros Racing, number 4. Getting a little wiggle, trying to warm back up. He's going to get out there. He was fast in practice. I believe he had the fastest practice time today. Mario, is that what you were talking about? Eric Schaefer out there. That's funny. Too funny. And the number 4 of Tony Kivett. No suspensions handed out this last week as far as driver suspensions, so incidents 2 weeks before were absolutely awesome. The All-Star race was a lot of fun, and we appreciate what they were doing out there. Lawson Peel won a big old cold hard cash of $50 for winning the All-Star race. Some money on the line for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. The top 3 get paid out and get an invite to an in-real-life tournament that we're going to be having here in February. We're going to talk more about that in the coming months. Tony Kivett runs a 29.102, comes around turn 1. He is a little higher on his turn, but he is right up there, smooth as silk, onto the backstretch. Texas is a fast track, a whole lot of passing. Tire strategy is going to be in play tomorrow. There's going to be 7 total sets of tires, so 1 set of tires and 6 changes of tires. Tony Kivett comes up 28.841 as Kivett leads himself around. Midwest Maniac Jinx spin. Too funny. I do believe that might be it for a moment. If it says late afternoon out there, guys, I apologize about that. Not sure what happened with that. There's Tony Kivett running his lines. Comes home that way. Douglas Carlson, the man, the vet that became a vet, served in the military and then became a veterinarian. And the 86 running that awesome Chevy Camaro, still has that awesome blue ribbon scheme all over it as well. Out there completing his hot lap. First lap down, the 86 of Douglas Carlson. Gets his hot lap out of the way. He's ready to chase. 28.717 laid down by Lawson Peel. He didn't really get any practice time. We kind of threw him in here trying to get him ready to go. Thank you, Full Chase fan, for following us out there. Dinkin Fleek of Motorsports, thank you very much for gifting a Tier 1 to Mighty G. That was awesome of you. First lap for Carlson, the number 86. He throws down a 29.249. But he is right there on the bottom of the turn right there, doing a great job of holding it down there. Exits nice and smoothly. Nice transition for him right there. Whole lot of fun, a whole lot of things to be shaking. Comes hard into turn 3 on the exit of turn 4. '86 throws in 28.988. Good for a P18 in the session. 20 cars down. We got a whole bunch more in the second session to go. We had a lot of drivers message about what was going on down in the south. We've got some hurricanes that have knocked out a lot of weather, so our hats and prayers are to them as the weather still continues. So our field is halfway over. Another qualifying session is going to be up here right in about, we'll get back to broadcast action here in about 15 minutes. But you guys are going to see us move and shake for just a little bit. There is session one time. Session one's going to be complete. You watch Douglas come around. Make sure you get on Facebook. I'm going to leave the session up. We're just going to be on a break. And, we'll be back. Midwest Maniac going to come out with a poll in the second session. It says Nick and Flicka Motorsports. It's the beginning to get rough down in Alabama. I've been keeping up on the weather out there, and I'm hoping that everything works out for everybody, because we want to make sure that everybody's safe. Of course, as you see the imaginary pit road get busy, those guys pull down there. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you go on our Facebook page, hit that JJ Watt Foundation, donate if you can. And we want to make sure that everybody is safe. And JJ Watt Foundation, incredible source. Make sure you go to the there you go, Pog Champ Sean Conklin. Thank you for cheering out there. We want to make sure that we get these guys as much exposure from our platform as possible. Thank you to JJ Watt as well for doing what he does to help inner city kids, and just the whole foundation of what he's got going on. It's just absolutely wonderful. If you want to find out more information about the JJ Watt Foundation, go to jjwattfoundation.org or .org. And you can find out more there. Thank you to all our sponsors. We're going to continue to keep the stream rolling. We'll be back to live broadcasting here in just a little bit. We will make sure that we keep the stream up and you guys continue to be involved, and come back and join us here in about 15 minutes, and we'll be back at it. If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport, or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740. If you're looking for fast, reliable, trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740. Don't let your business hit the wall in 2020. Ride on board with a top team that crosses the line in P1. As a business owner, the fine line between success and failure is making smart decisions. One of the smartest decisions is hiring the right financial partner to help you run and grow your business. That's where KSDT CPA has got you covered. Whether it's taxes, audit, or consulting, KSDT is a full-service CPA and advisory firm that can handle all of your accounting and business needs to help you achieve all of your goals. Follow KSDT CPA on all of the social channels today, or go to ksdtcpa.com to find out more information. KSDT CPA is recognized by Forbes as one of America's top tax firms for 2020 and is a frequent sponsor of the Truck, Xfinity, and NASCAR Cup Series. Well, we're back at it once again. They are still practicing for the second round of qualifying right here from the J.J. Watt Foundation, Texas 300 qualifying. Following around, just seeing what these guys are doing, what kind of laps they're throwing down, what kind of times they're doing. Of course, some of these that you're seeing that are going to be in the fastest time zone, they're going to be the cars that have the draft in effect. There's Brian Wirtz right there, the Limit Racing driver, of course, part of all of it. Daniel Helm, the number 49. Good to see him back out there. Some more Fords in this session. Cars are still loading in, getting out there, trying to put the practice laps down. Session resets for session 2. So they're getting a fresh track. They've got to lay down some laps, get that rubber laid down, get the marbles out of the way. Mike out there, appreciate you. Untouchable Mike there on Twitch. Make sure if you're still listening out there on Facebook, restart your watch parties. Make sure everybody's informed on what's going on. And then, of course, make sure that if you are on Twitch, rehost the stream. YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. Eric Schaefer right there. Drinking Bros Racing number 3. Pressure's off you now. Absolutely. Those who've been trying to go to the website, we had so much traffic, and because of the weather down south, our server has crashed. We just got the email about that, so I am unfortunate with it, but we will see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be back up after the race, and if not, we're going to do some work and try to get the server that holds not just my website, Signature Esports, but all of our websites over on it. We're going to see how that can be fixed, and we'll get that all situated. Appreciate everybody tuning in each and every week. Without you, I couldn't be what I am, and without being who I am, you wouldn't see what I'm doing. Looks like we've got 1 or 2 still up. We're gonna see if Signature Esports is back up. Yep, Signature Esports is back up online. So, man, you guys crashed the server. It looks like everything down south went good. I'm going to double check 46branding.com real quick. I believe that they had an issue just a little bit ago. But 46 Branding is back up, so you can check all of that. Media Company is back up. Signature, everything's back up. So, woohoo! All of that is back up. Tony Kivett, come on, Drinking Bros out there. Douglas Carlson Gaming on Twitch, Drinking Up Bros, part of the Drinking Bros Racing team as well. So it's good to see all of those guys out there. As it stands, we're pretty much getting the qualifying order put in place for tomorrow. Still some bad weather going on down south, so a lot of people still having issues not being able to load in with some internet. So I was just a unfortunate recipient of all of that hurtfulness. It's terrible. It's terrible, Turi. Anyway. That reference is to a good friend of mine. Pat, wherever you are, I love you, buddy. You're amazing. 20 cars qualified in the first session. Looks like we're going to be pretty close to that, if not a little bit more in the second session. Guys are still loading in. Cars are still getting on the track. We're seeing everybody continue to run some laps around, just get used to the track. But when qualifying comes on, the pressure is on, and currently the pole sitter is Lawson Peel. Hank Caston currently holds the second place, just 4 1/1000ths of a second off. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. Fastest lap in practice right here is Zach Ranker, 28.675. Mario Marinda not far off of that. We're right along with Jesse Priest. This guy's pretty fun. Good guy. Nice to talk to. We do ATS. RJ Justice going on 20 hours now without power from Hurricane Sally. Sucks you couldn't make it to qualifying this week. Yeah, man. We wanted to see what was going on and make sure everybody was okay. And we've got a lot of East Coast drivers and down south drivers. There's Josh Klinger, the number 17. See him down there. He's out of North Carolina. But yeah, a lot of drivers are missing out this week because of the lady that blows a lot of wind and a lot of debris around. So hopefully all of that is going well and everybody's staying safe out there. Remember, start your watch parties on Facebook. Like and subscribe on YouTube, and then of course and always, if you're on Twitch, host the stream. My name's Jason. I'm with Signature Esports, and it's a very, very good pleasure. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you do it. Now that all of the websites are back up, I wanted to make the announcement earlier about it, but if you go to signatureesports.com and you click the shop, when you get to your cart, there's a little coupon code. We're still working on getting it to put in the correct color of text, but if you're careful and you type in Gamer 2020 in there, you'll get 10% off your order. Absolutely fantastic place to be. You can go in there and get some of our classic phrases that you've probably heard in some of our streams. And if you've not heard it in our streams, go re-watch some of our streams, and you'll find out the references. Daryl Padgett, my buddy, he helped design one of the shirts off of what he says every day in our Twitch. It's absolutely fantastic. Something that we are getting ready to start doing as well, American Truck Simulator, or ATS, out there. For those who know, they have a multiplayer through Trucking MP. We are getting ready to start a signature esports trucking company. That's going to be happening. A whole lot of fun to be had there. So if you want to be a part of that, you just have to get a part. In order to be a part of that, just get a hold of us on our Discord link. You can find that on our Facebook page, or get a hold of me on Facebook. We'll get you all that information as well. And then World of Warcraft has got a new release coming out. So here very shortly, we're going to start hosting some World of Warcraft raid dungeons and all kinds of stuff right here on Signature Esports. If you want to be a part of that, we're going to have a Signature Esports guild that's going to be forming. We're going to start some characters from scratch, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun just doing that. And thank you to, of course, World of Warcraft for always being a part of, or Blizzard.net for always being a part of my life for the last good 15 years of my life. So absolutely fun. World of Warcraft, if you haven't been a part of it, I know that we've got a lot of subscription-based games. American Trucker Simulator is not, just to some expansion things that you might want. But you don't have to have them to play along with us. We're going to start new profiles. We've got pilot cars and bosses. If you want to be a part of our World of Warcraft stuff, I will start getting links out there for that here very shortly on signatureesports.com. We will start broadcasting that as well. Raid dungeons, just the transition. We're going to do it all as a group. Of course, after you get out of level 10, you have to get out of your starting zone, and then boom, you're on with it. But Signature Esports, of course, is one of the biggest platforms for iRacing, and that is what we're going to be continuing to do. iRacing.com. Thank you very much for all of that. If you want to be a part of the iRacing community, go to iRacing.com. Get your registration up today. They do have 50% off your first month going on right now, so you can get started with the tracks and cars included for just about $6 or $7. So that's absolutely a great thing to be a part of. You can, I don't recommend it, but you can even use a controller. Don't use your keyboard. Don't do that. It's not good. But you can use a controller to get started if you're used to running like NASCAR Heat and stuff like that on your PlayStation or Xbox. You could use a controller to get started and at least gain your experience. And if it's right for you, then invest in your wheel and setups. Speaking of wheels and setups, make sure that if you want a seat out there, go to trackracer.com, T-R-A-K racer.com, and check out all of their stuff. Once we get to 5,000 subscribers or followers out there, we are going to be giving away a Track Racer seat, and basically it's a whole setup. It's a whole rig. The only thing you have to supply is your PCs, your monitor, your wheel, but you're going to have a full seat. It's not customizable, but it's a full seat and sim rig that you're going to be able to work with right there. That is, of course, brought to you by Signature Esports and the platform right there. And Track Racer is just absolutely fantastic. Great equipment, and I want to be a supporter of them, so that's how I'm supporting them, is by giving one away. Hopefully everybody out there is having a great evening, and of course, Austin Harger right there, that is the owner of Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. He is the guy that is helping sponsor this J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300. You see Austin driving his number 16 around with that Dream Big paint scheme all over it. We'll continue to select our good friend Austin Harger right there. Got the Justin J. Watt or the J.J. Watt paint scheme all over it. Dream Big. Work hard all over the back corner panel. Chevy Camaro, great cause to be fighting for. Make sure you go to Facebook. There's a link in the comments that you can go there. Give his Facebook page a like and share. He is, I believe he's an eBay store, but the guy has some awesome stuff. Give him a like and share right there, and of course, go to JJ Watt Foundation. There's a link in there that you can donate. We started a fundraiser right here on Signature Esports through my personal account because I couldn't figure it out. I'm very tech savvy, but at that particular point, I was so frustrated with trying to help Facebook understand what I wanted that I just started under my personal profile. But I did share it over to Signature Esports. Once you click on the link, you donate straight to the Justin J. Watt Foundation or the J.J. Watt Foundation. Of course, J.J. Watt, part of the Houston Texans. Fantastic guy, fantastic individual. These guys are practicing. 5 minutes left. And if you go to jjwattfoundation.org or .org, you'll be able to find out more about what they do and how they do it. Hopefully here pretty soon we might be able to have a chat with the number 16, if not before qualifying, possibly after qualifying. We'll make sure we check that out. And if you want to go to the website, that's what it looks like right there. The 99 Houston Texans player, J.J. Watt. The guy plays some mean football. And Mr. Comella is the greatest of all time, says Bosley's out there on YouTube. Thank you guys very much for continuing to tune in. And I'm going to take a vocal break for the next 5 minutes. We'll be back for qualifying here very shortly. I'm going to put you back on. You guys are going to watch live practicing in the iRacing platform. Back at it once again. They are lined up, and Mario Miranda chose to go first in this session. We're going to bring up the main screen for you. Brought to you by Bulldog, Sports Cards, and Collectibles. Of course, go give them a like and follow on all the social media platforms. I do appreciate everybody out there. Sorry about all of the fun stuff, and got a little bit delayed. 18 drivers to qualify in this session, and so that should put us at a full field. So we're working for a pole position here. We had a lot of drivers miss out because of the weather, and it's that time of year where the schedules start getting a little bit busier. The world is getting a little bit busier. A whole lot of fun being shaken. Thank you out there to everybody. Got some people out there trying to make us famous, of course. Right there on Twitch. If you're watching, I appreciate it. I guess bigfollows.com. Not sure. Not sure what that's about. Either way, Texas Motor Speedway is the scene for everything right here. And yeah, we're going to be getting ready to get underway in just a second. I just let the moderator know, or the race controller know, that we'll be ready to go here. If he is listening out there, he can go ahead and release the car whenever he is ready. Because, you know, our broadcasts we try to be organized with him, or at least we make an attempt to do it. Laps are not important. Things are ready to go. Mario Miranda is going to be the first one to qualify, and then we've got a whole list of individuals ready to go. Quick Trip 99 Ford Mustang, the man, the myth, not necessarily the legend, but we'll call him Wayne Lowe. The 34 is coming down on pit road. That's going to be the guy to come up next, the number 34. You see him. Loved by all, feared by everybody, Wayne Lowe. Mario Miranda, the 99, coming around to complete his hot lap. And he is off like a prom dress. Lap 1 underway. Into turn 1, off to turn 2. Zach Camella is in this race. If you want to check out the standings for all of these drivers, go to signatureesports.com. Click the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series up there in the iRacing leagues that we have, and click on SECS standings, and you'll be able to see it. Mario Miranda throws out a first lap time of 28.762. Trying to get that pole position of a 28.717. That's what he has to get in order to earn the pole right here. 99 blinks out just a little bit. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd Mario Miranda go? Oh my goodness. There he is. 28.688 as he crosses the line. Had no clue where he went there. He disappeared. Oh my goodness. Wayne Lowe sitting on pit road. So there's going to be your pole sitter, Mario Miranda, with a 28.688. As the session gets underway, Mario Miranda comes down pit road. You're going to see these guys continue to run. He's going to exit. Wayne Lowe. The number 34 FRL, or Fast Lane Racing League. He's going to be the guy to sit there and try to enjoy. Mario Miranda comes down pit road to clear his time. Wayne Lowe is going to be out there on the track. See, he passes the start-finish line. His first lap is underway. Every time we see Wayne Lowe's name, I always want to say, Wayne Lowe, Wayne Chariot. Anyway, Wayne Lowe out there, First lap getting underway, 28.688 for Mario Miranda. That's going to be good for the pole position. So that's the time to beat. You're going to see it all right here. Wayne Lowe's first lap time is going to be 28.843. Session times, same as always. Fast laps are always a thing of beauty. 1.54 seconds off. Wayne Lowe continues to scream around. Wayne Lowe throws down a second lap time of a 28.788. Good for P4 currently in the overall standings, but a P2 right here in this relative. Pit lane about to be busy. Up next, the number 1, Shane Wyatt's going to be out there, KSDT CPA Toyota. Ready to rock and roll all the way down the edge of pit road. Pit lane. About to be busy. Zach Rinker is going to be on deck. You're seeing him pull off right there in the Barney Ford Mustang. Shane Wyatt on the exit of turn 4, completing his hot lap. Straightens everything out. Pressure is on. He wants that pole position. Mario Miranda currently good. This will be Mario's 3rd pole, I believe. Nobody expected to pull a 28.6. Nobody did. But he was screaming, oh, maybe it's me. It might be me. Shane Wyatt blinked a little bit right there. Not sure if it's him. Not sure if it's me. But we do know that we're still continuing to gain followers out there. Make sure you got those watch parties going out there on Facebook. And, of course, and always, make sure that you are following on all of the social media platforms. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/signature esports. 28.909 for Shane Wyatt. Hot laps going early. Cool. The track temperature is going to increase a little bit. Then it's going to fall off right at the end. Matt Camella out there on Facebook. Appreciate you very much for doing so. Continue to watch us all out there. Thank you very much on Twitch. I believe I just got another subscriber. Thank you very much. And, of course, another cheer. Shane Wyatt, 28.774. So that early hot temperature working great. 46branding.com, FOURTY. Why? Because you deserve classic swag for the classic individual. Back at it again, Zach Rinker. Apologize about the pups. About once an evening, you guys get to hear my dogs. The number 60, Zach Rinker, and the Barney the Dinosaur Ford Mustang. Get fast or get past all over the front of that, or get past, get past. I don't know. I kind of like mine better. I don't know. It's backwards. Zach Rinker out there ready to run his line. First lap underway under the qualifying session. There goes Zach Rinker around. Signature eNASCAR Cup Series driver. Also part of the Signature Esports Trucking Association, however you want to call it. Rinker throwing down his first lap time, 28.845. Looking to gain a little bit more speed. A 28.688 is what we're looking at. Fast lap times coming around the corner right there. Good exit. 183 into the dive into turn 3 on the second turn right there. There goes the number 60, Barney the Dinosaur Ford Mustang. Can't believe I'm saying that in a professional manner. He is there with a 28.714. Good for P2 overall. So that's going to put Lawson Peel back there in a P3. So there's your 1-2 inside-outside pole sitters currently. Miranda and Rinker. Those are the times to beat. Pit lane was busy, but up next, you're going to see him Duke University student, Black Horse Auto Transport driver, the number 17, a.k.a. the number 18 in our series. Number 17, of course, in the No Limit Racing League. Very fun, very cool. Very nice paint scheme running around. There goes the Black Horse Auto Transport OCR Oceanside Cleaners, number 18 of Josh Klinger. Hot lap being completed. Carrying heavy speed, heavy duty all the way around. Turn 2 into the backstretch. You're going to see him right up next to the wall. Nice clean lap. Incredible cars, incredible fast drivers. The premier broadcasting service for Signature Esports, and of course, the best series in all of iRacing, Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. Nice dive up. That was a hard line to pull. 28.930 though for Josh Klinger, right there in the middle of the pack. Let's see this guy run all the way around. Pit lane stacked up. We're going to see another Chevrolet complete a lap here in just a moment as Josh Klinger cools down. Not sure if he missed pit road or what, but 28.819 for Josh Klinger on that second lap. So I think that lap doesn't count. I think he's coming around to gain some to gain the entrance into pit road. So I'm not sure what was going on there. I don't know. There is Jesse Priest, though, the number 33. He is out there to complete his hot lap to get everything underway. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in right here on Signature Esports. And Jesse Priest having some fun. Hot lap underway, coming across the front stripe. Digging his paint scheme. Nice paint scheme out there, Jesse. Want to give you a big shout out for that. Did a little Photoshop class yesterday. Hopefully we're figuring some things out with that. First lap underway. A little bit wiggly coming out of the exit of turn 2, but he holds on to it. Mr. Priest driving down turn 3 into turn 4, carrying heavy speed onto the front stretch. First lap complete for him, carrying a 184 top speed right there. 28.993, looking for a better time on the second. He is hard down into the corner right there. Miranda was on that line and just carried that thing and immensely fast. We saw Lawson Peel put down a fast time late in the session, or midway through the session, so we will see what kind of track times these guys run with. There is the 33 of Priest. Comes across with a 28.772. A lot of our drivers in the top 16 chose the second session to be involved in, so some of that skill showing and coming into place. Pit lane busy right there, of course, as we see the 53 about to pull out. Of course, the 53 ready to get things underway. Keith Todd coming around at the exit of the turn. You see him right there. So Give Me a Dew, Mountain Dew Ford Mustang. Qualifying is always fun. Thank you to J.J. Watt Foundation out there. Make sure you go and check them out, doing great things for young people all over the world, and especially right here in the United States. After-school activities being helped and funded by donations made by you and I. First lap being completed by the 53 of Keith Todd. Looks like a good one. Carrying heavy speed all the way throughout. Dashboard for him as he is hitting the front stretch. First lap for Keith Todd. Looks like he's going to be a little bit off the pace. 29.172, but he can gain a lot of speed on that second lap. He comes around turn 2 onto the backstretch. 176. 180, 182, getting ready to dive into turn 3. Hard on the line. Nice job. Good exit coming up right here. You're going to see it. Hug the line. Top to bottom to mid. Keith Todd throws down a nice 29.083. Turn 1 could have turn 1 and turn 2 could have been a little bit more tighter for him. He probably would have inched out a little better time, but still a great time to nonetheless. It still gets him into the show. Pit lane is still busy. As the 39 is going to pull out, I believe. Here's the guy everybody's been waiting for out there on Facebook. Robert Parrott. Sorry, the 38 of Robert Parrott. Always dig what he drives. Another Chevy Camaro driver out there. A lot of Fords in this session. A couple of Toyotas. And then the rest are Chevys. Daryl Paget still coming up. Robert Parrott using that high line to gain his speed coming off the turn. Front stretch former right here. You're seeing Robert Parrott run his line very, very nicely. Look at the top nose section for you right there. This is what it looks like right here for what they do. First lap being completed. On board the roof cam of the 38 of Robert Parrott. Low to high coming across the stripe. First lap for the 38 at 29.305. Dives hard down to the inside. Gets right next to the line. Nice lap. Gets a little bit loose right there. You hear it as he makes the exit on 2. Had to lift just a little bit. Front corner looking. There is how close to that line he gets. He's going to come around the turn on the exit of turn 4. High right there. Just completing a lap. Gets you a long way into it. Robert Parrott dives in a 29.243. Pit lane working. Still waiting for that next driver to get out. Robert's going to come down pit road. And the guy that we are looking at next, of course, you guys know him out there on Twitch. Brian Parrott out there, get it done. Robert, that's my brother, absolutely. Come on, Daza, says Greg Paget out there. Eric Schaefer trying to warm those wheels up, knows the temperature is a little bit hotter than normal, but that cloud cover comes over the track. We made the settings a little bit realistic for everybody. We want cloud cover. We want things to be variable just like in real life. This simulator is probably one of the best that I've seen. Eric Schaefer, the number 3, though, Drinking Bros Racing Team. He is out there to run his hot lap. First lap being completed, though. Eric Schaefer using that high line really nicely. He's going to dive hard down to the inside. Carries some nice speed. Exit looks good. Gets to the white line on the exit. High to low to mid to high. Schaefer's first lap, 29.075. He's going to come around getting nice and frothy. Untouchable Mike out there, Drinking Bros Baby on Twitch. It is a frothy experience, 182 as he was entering. You see the turn being nice. There's a good exit coming up. And then we're going to go low. Big Schaefer throws up. 28.841. Good for P7 in the session. That's going to put him somewhere in the middle of the pack when it comes to the total times. Remember that when we get done with qualifying, for the results, check out our Facebook page. That's where we throw it up at. Excuse me. A little extra air going on there. I don't know what was going on with that. But you're going to see all of that up there. We're going to throw that up there on our Facebook page. Another driver that folks have been looking forward to seeing. The second group is fast. Eddie Hawks out there. It's full of talent. You guys have got some talent. There's some talent in the first session too. but the session state is exactly the same. The only difference is that we have a few more clouds in this one, it looks like. The 39 of Zach Camella, though, he is out there ready to run his laps. As you see, a nice little shake and bake move from him. Hot lap completed. Lap 1 underway. Coors Light, number 39. Zach Camella gets around, and he gets around. Gets those rear tires really warm right there as he slides around and drifts around turn 1, but he's still carrying good speed, so he can still have a good second lap. He just has to gain right here. Momentum is what he needs, and he's going to gain it right here. Gets off of the exit, carries 183 across the stripe, so not that far off track. 29.733 for him right there. He can hold that line down there. He's going to be just fine. Gets it very nicely. Exit looks good. And let's see what kind of lap he's going to turn here in just a moment. Bosley Games out there. Yes, sir. Camella on Twitch. Thank you very much for all of that. Good line coming around turn 4. Sticks it really low. Carries great speed. So that's a much better line for him right there. Tries to get it 28.922. So good for P8 in the session. Still about mid-pack. 28.922 for Mr. Camella. Pit lane still busy as we're going to have the number 80 of Matt Jorgensen. He's going to come out. Recognize that paint scheme anywhere. Kind of dig it. Whole lot of love shaking. The United States Air Force number 80 of Jorgensen and that Chevy Camaro. We're going to follow along with him. We'll take a look at it from his point of view, his hands, or what they do. As he's going to use that high line, you're going to watch around with him. Sounds of iRacing coming your way. Matt Jorgensen's hot lap complete. First lap underway. You see him try to hold it down there. Try not to break those tires loose. Comes across the stripe. First lap for Mr. Jorgensen. As he comes across, it's going to be a 29.027. Try to shove that car down there. You see his hands, how they're bobbing back and forth and working that wheel. Real-time situation for what they're doing. Mr. Jorgensen coming around turn 3, gets hard into it, 182 on the entrance. Actually gains speed before losing. Good sign for a good lap. Let's see what kind of lap. High to low to mid. You see him cross the line right there. Good for a 28.825 for Mr. Jorgensen. As he completes his out lap right there, his 2 laps right there. Speaking of people that we want to make sure we follow along with, this guy, Austin Harger, the number 16. Dream big, work hard. Justin J. Watt, or the J.J. Watt Foundation Chevy Camaro. That's the guy that's helping put on the race this week. Was the Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. Make sure you find them on Facebook. Give them a like. Bosley Games out there playing iRacing, looks like. You're seeing Steam load up for me. We were broadcasting on Steam, but it sucked a little bit too much juice away from the stream. So we decided to just kind of do our thing over here, and that's what we're doing. So we'll figure that out and maybe have a platform that will be able to restream a little bit better for everybody. Harger is out there, though, and he is ready to make lap 1 complete. As he's carrying nice speed into the corner right there. It's going to be a fast lap for him just on his start. The number 16 crosses the line. First lap for him right here. It's going to be, looks like a 29.117 for him. Relative to himself and relative to the race line, 29.117 for Austin Harger. Good exit speed, trying to carry heavier speed as he dives hard into it. Big fan of J.J. Watt and the J.J. Watt Foundation. Number 16 using a high to low, comes across mid-high. Second lap for Austin's going to be a 28.887, so we've got some tied times. These guys are running great fast laps. But right about the same zone as everybody else was running in at about the same time as you see the number 16 slow down and cool down for pit lane. No Limit Racing Thunder Series champion in Season 1, the number 82 of Brian Wirtz, is back at things again. This man is a big help to me. We call him the Discord bot. But this NVIDIA paint scheme right here, GeoForce PT Signature Esports all over the top of it. Big supporter of what we do over here at Signature Esports. And, of course, the PCs for drivers. Hank Caston out there. Hank Caston out there. How are these guys beating the time? We could take a look at the track temperature. We always got to remember that the dynamic weather is turned on, but only a few people have beaten your time, and they've been good people. I promise, Hank. Brian Wirtz's first lap coming around as he had his hot lap underway. First lap for Brian Wirtz is going to be right about the 28.748, so he's going to be up there in the top. Brian screaming around the track, driving it hard. Next lap for him. We haven't seen Brian on the pole just yet, so maybe second lap going to be a little bit faster. It comes across down, dip. Let's see what happens with Brian Wirtz. Good for a 28.744. Good for P3 in the session. So I think, Hank, you still have Brian beat there by just a little bit. Trying to find that. There's the weather. Weather right now, track temperature, 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Up next, teammate, another NVIDIA Dark Horse Racing machine, Michael Woolley, the number 13. This is a guy you guys know very well. You're welcome. You're welcome. The track temperature will update accordingly. Air temperature still 70 degrees. Wind is still the same. Track temperature at 94 degrees Fahrenheit currently as the 13 of Michael Woolley continues to roll around. Go, Brian, we love you. I saw that, Hank, out there. Hot lap complete for Michael Woolley. He's trying to gain that speed. Woolley, all the way down turn 3 on the exit of turn 4, carrying very nicely. First lap, going to be a nice one right here. So he goes for it. Does a great job, 29.113 on his first lap, carrying that speed. Dives hard down to the inside. Michael Woolley getting very low on the exit in that Ford Mustang. NVIDIA Ford Mustang all the way around the back end of the track. Signature Esports on the side. Carries very well right there on turn 3 and turn 4. Hard competitor. Michael Woolley's time, 28.888. Go play the lottery, my friend. Michael Woolley gained some good time. Brian Wirtz was right ahead of him. So now we're going to see another OCR driver. The 21 of Markey Harris. Sorry, I was reading the relative wrong. Markey Harris, the number 21, Oceanside Cleaners, Black Horse Auto Transport. Chevy Camaro ready to run his laps all the way around. Appreciate each and every one of you out there continuing to do it. Thanks for cheering me on. Thanks for continuing the stream. We love to be a part of it. We're going to try to find ways to fill the middle in between qualifying so that way you guys can stick around and have some entertainment. You see the May 15th, 2018, that is the temperature. Track temperature cooled 1 degree just over the last 2 or 3 laps. So the track is actually getting cooler, which doesn't necessarily mean faster laps right here, because you can tell that they lost some speed between 2 drivers. Marky Harris, 29.029 on his out lap. '21 of Marky Harris' first lap was good for P13 in the session. He's carrying really well into 3 on the exit of turn 4. Gets a little bit higher. Comes up near the wall, high to low to mid again. Marky Harris pulls down a P10 time in the session, 28.872. Huge runs, great things for these drivers as the OCR number 21 comes around and does a great job. Daniel Helm, another Ford Mustang out there. So we've had a couple of Fords and then a Chevy and then now another Ford. Daniel Helm coming out to complete his hot lap. Marky Harris comes back on pit road. Right there. OCR. Kind of dig. I really dig their paint schemes. Yes, this is just qualifying. The race will be tomorrow. I know the relative says Texas 300, but the qualifying didn't show up on there. I like what we do, but sometimes we have to shorten up our titles. Thank you to SDK Gaming for some great overlays. We're working on making some of our own changes to it, of course. And we appreciate what they do over there. The 49 of Daniel Helm is currently completing his first lap for him right here. Looks like a good one. Carries a 28.883. Helm's been practicing. You can tell he's dived hard. Look at how low he got on the entrance right there. Exit of turn 2 looks really straight. Very nice up near the wall. Turn 3 is hard in. 184 when he entered. 182 on the relative. Carries heavy down. Woo! Nice little time for him right there. Daniel Helm, 28.929. I'm not sure if he got into the wall back there, and that's the reason why I didn't count it. So the J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300 is going to be tomorrow at 8:20 Eastern. That's when we're going to get things underway. As the 20 of Ryan Wilson right there comes and takes his hot lap out. So join us Thursday evening. I know there's Thursday night football going on, but I can tell you what, we are excited to have everybody watch tomorrow night. The J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300 begins with practice for the guys starts at about 7:50 Eastern, but the broadcast will go live at 8:20, and that is when we're going to get the 6th race of the season underway. We are just a third of the way through the entire season, and it's going to be an incredible one. Ryan Wilson doing a great job of carrying extra speed on his first lap, just trying to gain the extra inch. Good hug on the bottom line right there. Comes up high, down low to the mid-high. 185, 187, 188 as he enters turn 1. Good exit on the backstretch for the number 20. Ryan Wilson using that Napa know-how to work his way around Texas Motor Speedway with iRacing.com action. It may be qualifying, but the pressure is on for these guys to work themselves and to compete. 28.826 for Ryan Wilson and that number 20 as he slows down on the backstretch to complete lap 2 to head to pit road. My man himself, the 69, and Daryl Paget. Australians' most popular iRacing driver right there, Daryl Paget, driving the Taro by Kim number 69 out there to try to compete. Make sure that you go and follow her on there, Taro by Kim on Facebook, and Taro by Kim .au, I believe. To look that back up, but Taro by Kim, just search that in your Google search bar and her website will come up. For all your spiritual needs, Taro by Kim, she's absolutely amazing, sweet lady. Hank Caston out there, that's my boy on Twitch, go mate. The number 69, Daryl Paget, coming around to complete his first lap. Very solid for him right there, carrying 183, 184 right there at the stripe. First lap for him, 29.057. Getting very low. Nice dig at it. He's going to carry a nice exit on turn 2. Daryl runs up high, comes down low. You're seeing he's running all the way out, not letting off the gas. Running forward high to low to mid-high. There he is. Daryl Paget comes around. Good time, 28.904. Right there with the best of them. Good lap for Daryl Paget. 2 1/4 tenths off the race leader. But we know, or off the pole sitter right now, but we do know that when it comes down to the rest of everything, it's not going to matter. Tomorrow night's going to be the race. And Daryl Paget was my last driver. And so that's how it's going to be with qualifying. Mario Marin is going to be your pole sitter. Zach Rinker is going to have the outside pole position. And before we get out of here, I do want to chit-chat with somebody really quickly. And we're going to bring him up into where I am at. Of course, Austin Harger, the number 16. Buddy, good job on qualifying. It was a nice little lap right there. Race Pass Motorsports, number 16. And, of course, the owner of Bulldog Sports and Collectibles. Austin, do you got me out there, my friend?
I copy.
Absolutely. Austin Harger right here, the number 16. We're looking at right at where you see the picture in the bottom left of your screen. Race Pass Motorsports, part of that racing team, but of course owner of Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. And I wanted to bring you up here and talk about why you decided that you were going to go ahead and donate, of course, to have the J.J. Watt Foundation, the purpose of the Texas 300 that we have going on, but to also talk about what you've got going on with Bulldog Sports Cards and Memorabilia.
As everyone knows, I own Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. I have my business. It's all well and fine, but we need to give back to our communities more. And watching what J.J. Watt does and his foundation gives back. I have my business, but I also work full-time throughout the school districts, and I see the need for it, and I just thought this was a good way to bring it all together.
Well, J.J. Watt Foundation has a goal right now to raise roughly about $7 million. They've got about $7.5 million. They've got 6.2 of it covered, and they need folks like you and I, and of course all of our listeners out there to be a part of that. We've got the donation link, of course, for what they've got for them to be able to donate, of course, on our Facebook page. But they can also go to the J.J. Watt Foundation, or you, the listeners out there, can go to the jjwattfoundation.org or .org, and you can learn how to donate there and find out more information about it. But great inner-city programs for, I think it started in Texas, if I'm correct, and then it's just kind of branched out all over the United States. He's even reaching folks in across the world.
Absolutely. You can pretty much, if you have any middle school that needs after hours or after school equipment, just go out there, fill in a application and submit it, and they'll go over all the applications and choose which schools need it the most.
We have seen them from all across the country, from Georgia to Oklahoma, Texas. There are some that are probably near and dear to you, no matter where you are across the United States, that you'll be able to be able to look at, and you'll probably recognize some school names. They actually have all of the schools that they've donated to listed on their website, so make sure you check that out, of course, and always. Tell us about what you do over at Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles.
So I started that. I've been collecting in the hobby for about 15 years. I decided to take the next step with it, and pretty much offer supplies for everyone who collects. And I wanted it to be affordable. The hobby's gotten kind of expensive, but I still wanted a way for people to be able to afford the hobby.
And tell them how they can get a hold of you. Besides Facebook page, where can they go and look at some of what you have?
Facebook, I also have an eBay store, and I also have an Amazon store as well.
So go out there and look for Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles on all of those platforms. Austin, we appreciate you very much for doing what you do. JJ Watt Foundation, we appreciate them as well. Make sure if you share the stream out there, hashtag Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles, and make sure you use hashtag JJ Watt Foundation. And I'm sure you're going to get a bunch of likes and follows and all kinds of stuff out there if you're listening. Thank you, friend. You got a P13 in this session. We'll see how you line up. But you looking forward to the race tomorrow?
It's always fun racing with these guys. Bunch of competitive, fun guys to race with in here, so it's always fun.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much, Austin. Anything else you want to give a big? Make sure you get your sponsors. I want to make sure you give your sponsors big shout-outs.
Yeah, it's Race Pass Motorsports, and then Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, my friend. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Austin Harger right there. I always butcher your name. I'm sorry about that. We'll make sure we put you back in your race team real quick. We are all over the platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Steam. Steam didn't work out so well today, so we had to stop that stream. But we will be back with that hopefully again tomorrow. Let's see if we can bring in our pole sitter right here. Mr. Mario Miranda comes in with a 28.688. My man, you were screaming around the track, and it was probably the most appropriate time for that to happen because you just hauled. Tell us how you did it.
This is my first week at Texas. I like to call Texas my home track since Oklahoma doesn't have one. So I wanted to go into this race really hard, really fast. And I surprised myself again. I did not expect that coming that early.
Well, it did, and now you've got that Ford Mustang that's going to be right there up front, leading everybody to the start-finish line, and you've got Zach Ranker right to your outside.
Oh yeah, I'm happy to have Zach on my outside and Lawson behind me. We have it's a very strong front three row, so I'm gonna be confident this race. And I'll play the patient card, especially how Kansas went.
Patience is going to be key here. Tire wear is going to be a factor as well. Even if you get a big giant lead, it can turn around and bite you in the rear when it comes to at the end of the race or when it comes to 30 laps into that run. Tire factor is going to be a big thing. Make sure you give everybody a shout out there, especially your family, because they're always watching.
Shout out to my mom and dad that watch, Jules Miranda, and Quick Trip. Check your emails.
Quick Trip. That's a Quick Trip out there. Hashtag Quick Trip or hashtag QT. All right, my man. Mario Miranda is going to be your pole sitter tomorrow, and that is qualifying for the JJ Watt Foundation Texas 300. Mario Miranda does a great job pulling in a 28.688. We will have all of our things updated very shortly. In the meantime, keep a look on Facebook for that. Go to our website, shop the swag, go to 46branding.com, shop all of their swag. Buy the indestructible ball. The rubber is going to come off of that logo tonight. A dog named Hank Pet Toys on Amazon. Got some high quality stuff out there. Make sure you go check that out. Of course, my dog sleeps with everything. Burnt Rubber podcast out there. Thank you very much. Logging off for the night. Can't wait to catch the action tomorrow. Thank you for all that you do as well. And we will catch you tomorrow as well. Thank you very much, Burnt Rubber Podcast, or BRP Podcast out there. Go and check them out on Facebook and YouTube. Mario Moreno is going to lead them to the start-finish line tomorrow. Make sure you tune in and join us for the J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300, brought to you by Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles, right there on Facebook, on Amazon, and, of course, on eBay. Check all of that stuff out there. Thank you to all of our sponsors. And also, I want to make sure I go down my thank you list because I've got a big one. I always like to do this every single time. Thank you to Donald Wooten and Shane White for being race controllers today, making sure that these drivers get out there on time and on schedule. We appreciate all of that. And big special thank you to Eric Schaefer, Michael Newbrow, Mario Miranda, let's see, Jason Guerrero, appreciate you very much out there. Josh Klinger and all the Black Horse Auto Transport family. And a big thank you to Don Milkowitz, and then, of course, Dan Fowley, Hank Caston, Ken MacArthur, Kobe Moore, appreciate you very much out there. Ryan Dipple, thank you. Mr. Michael Woolley for handling all of the operations. And Jesse Priest, appreciate you out there as well. Daryl Paget, you are the man, the myth, the legend, and Australia's finest. You should be very proud to be who you are. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you, everybody out there, for what you're doing. We've got some new sponsors, some new things happening, and make sure that you keep in tune if you want to be a part of the American Truck Simulator. Make sure that you get a hold of us on our Facebook page. We will be looking forward to that. World of Warcraft coming up with our own guild we're going to build. We're going to get that going here very shortly. We want to get it going so that way when the patch comes out and the new release of the software comes out, we're going to be ready for it and be able to follow the storyline. Appreciate all of you out there. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300. We're going to be live at 8:20 Friday night. We've got the Wheelin' Modified Series brought to you by Burnt Rubber Podcast. Saturday, we have the signature eNASCAR Truck Series. That's going to be the first points race of the season, the Drinkin' Bros Daytona 150. The grid is going to be set with that. We've got we got the pole sitter and the outside pole sitter already figured for that one. Sunday night is our, of course, fun night. Dirt Street Stock Series brought to you by Real Racing Online. Of course, Signature Esports involved in that as well over there. And Raise Energy Drink. Make sure you check all of that out as well. Go to our store, shop online, signatureesports.com/shop. Check out all of the t-shirts and fun stuff that we have over there. Thank you very much for having a great night with us. Qualifying is finished. We will see you tomorrow night.